close your eyes and let your mind soften for just a moment. Tonight, you don't have to solve anything. The Blue Hammock is already waiting. You are in a small room in Lagos, Portugal. The walls are whitewashed and cool to the touch, and a single lamp casts a soft amber circle on the floor. Your bag sits half-packed in the corner, a reminder that tomorrow exists. But right now, it's just a bag. Your mind, though, it's somewhere else entirely. It's running through a list that has no real ending. Money and what might happen with it. Someone you love and whether they're okay. Plans that feel uncertain. Futures that haven't been written yet. None of it is happening right now. But your chest doesn't quite know that. There's a tightness there, a low hum of something unresolved, sitting just below your ribs. You shift on the bed. You turn onto your side. The ceiling offers nothing useful. And then quietly you feel it. A pull. Not urgent, just gentle. The way a window left open will eventually move a curtain. The night air is out there. The Atlantic is out there. And something in you knows it might help to just step outside for a little while. So you do. You find your shoes by the door. You pull a light layer over your shoulders. And you step out into the Portuguese night. The air meets you immediately. Cool, clean, carrying just a trace of salt. The warmth of the day has lifted, and what's left is something quieter. The lane outside the pensione is narrow and still. Whitewashed buildings line both sides, their walls holding the pale glow of a street lamp just a little further down. A few windows show soft light behind curtains. Someone else still awake, perhaps. Or a lamp left on out of habit. You walk slowly. There is nowhere you need to be. The stone street leads you gently toward the edge of town. Behind you, the faint sounds of Lagos settle into the distance like something tucking itself in. A low murmur of voices from a doorway somewhere. A clink of glass, briefly, then gone. The town is winding down, and the night has taken over most of it now. Your footsteps are soft on the old stone. A faint crunch here and there as traffic has gathered at the edges of the path. The worries are still with you. You notice that. They came along just as they always do. Like a backpack you put on so long ago, you've forgotten you're wearing it. The weight of it is familiar. The question about the bill that needs sorting. The worry about a conversation you haven't had yet. The low-level wondering about whether things will be okay. You don't push any of it away. You just keep walking and let the cool air settle around you. The street opens slightly at its end. The buildings thin out, and ahead the ground changes character, from stone to packed earth, from town to something older and wider. You can hear the sea now, not close, not overwhelming, just steady, somewhere below and ahead, the way a river sounds before you see it. The path narrows a little as you follow it forward. Low shrubs on either side, their leaves catching the faint breeze and releasing it again without complaint. The town lights behind you have softened into a warm smudge on the horizon. Ahead, there is no darkness, and above, the stars have opened up. A thin spread of cloud moves slowly across them, not hiding them, just passing through. The moon is low over the water, a pale crescent that gives just enough light to see the path continue. You breathe in and the salt is clearer here. There's something mineral underneath it, the warm golden rock of the cliffs cooling slowly after the day. Little by little, the town falls further behind you. Little by little, the ocean fills more of the air. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm, steady, steady. The cliff path stretches ahead of you now, narrow and unhurried, edged on one side by low shrubs and tufts of dry grass, and on the other by open air. Wooden posts run along the outer edge at intervals, a simple fence that doesn't pretend to hold the sea back, just marks where the solid ground ends. You place your fingers on one post as you pass. The wood is rough and slightly cool, worn smooth in places by weather and time, and probably other hands just like yours. Below, the Atlantic moves in its own language. Waves arriving at the cliff face, spending themselves against the rock, then pulling back in a long, slow exhale. Over and over, without deciding to, without planning the next one. We think quietly about the worries in the backpack, the one about money, the one about a person you love being alright, the one about whether you are doing enough, being enough, moving in the right direction. They're real, these things. You're not pretending otherwise. They matter to you because the people and the life behind them matter. But right now, in this moment, not one of them can be solved on this path tonight. And something about that is almost a relief, if you let it be. The ocean doesn't solve anything either. It just keeps arriving. And somehow that's enough for the ocean. You pause at a low section of the fence and look out over the dark water. The foam at the base of the cliffs is the palest thing in the whole view, white and briefly bright against the rock, then absorbed back into the sea. The horizon is barely visible, a slightly lighter line where deep blue sky meets deep blue water. Everything out there is patient and vast, in a way your thoughts are not. You breathe in salt and cool night and open space. You breathe out, and for just a moment, your chest loosens a little. Just a little. That's enough for now. A wave comes in below, louder than the others, hitting a hidden pocket in the rock with a single full sound. And then it's gone, and the steady rhythm returns. Steady, steady. The sea doesn't startle at its own waves. You keep walking, slowly and without hurry. A little further along the path, something catches your eye. A simple wooden post, set just off the trail, slightly older looking than the fence posts, and wrapped near the top in small bits of faded ribbon and cloth. There are perhaps a dozen of them in soft colours, most bleached a little by the sun and salt. Someone tied a short length of blue cord. Someone else left a strip of pale linen. A few smaller pieces, colours now uncertain, moved gently in the breeze. You stand in front of it for a moment, without needing to understand it fully. Just a quiet marker where other people stopped and set something down. Whatever they were carrying, they were here. They paused, just like you are pausing. And they left something of it behind. You touch the post lightly with 2 fingers. The wood is smooth in that spot, as if it's been touched this way before, many times by people walking this same path at night. There is something quietly good about that. The sense that you are not the first person to come to the edge of a cliff with a heavy mind and a need for open air. You are not the only one who worries. You are not the only one who carries things into the night that don't quite fit in the daylight hours. And still, people have rested. People have come here and breathed, and then walked back, a little lighter than before. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm, steady, steady. A little further on, the path widens slightly into a small overlook area, set back just enough from the cliff edge to feel safe and settled. There is a bench here, low, wooden, worn at the edges. A few tufts of dry grass grow up near its base, and a low stone wall runs beside it, facing out toward the sea. You sit down. The bench holds you without asking anything in return. Below and ahead, the Atlantic continues its slow, unhurried conversation with the rock. The waves arrive, spend themselves, and return. Arrive, spend, return. You rest your hands in your lap and feel the weight of your shoulders against the night air. The backpack, the invisible one, is still there. But sitting down somehow, its weight is a little easier to feel clearly. You breathe in salt and cool stone and open sky. You breathe out and let the sound of the waves fill the space where your thoughts were. Sitting here, you let yourself do something you don't often do. You simply look at the worries, not to fix them, not to plan around them, just to see what's actually there. The one about money. Real, yes. Present, yes. Solvable tonight on this bench in the dark. No. The one about someone you love. That tender place in your chest that tightens whenever you think of them. That care is real. That love is real. And love does not require you to be awake all night to prove it. The one about the future. The unclear shape of what comes next. You have been carrying that one for a long time. It has been in the backpack so long, it feels like it belongs there. But it doesn't have to stay there tonight. Not for the next few hours at least. You imagine quietly and simply taking each worry out of the backpack and placing it into a basket. A solid one, worn and trustworthy, sitting at the edge of this overlook where the cliff meets the sea wind. The ocean, you decide, will hold this basket tonight, not to make the worries disappear, not to pretend they aren't real, just to hold them somewhere outside your body while you rest. The money worry, you take it out gently and set it down. The worry about this person you love, you set that one down too, carefully because it matters. The unclear future, the unformed plans, the questions that don't have answers yet. You set those down one by one into the basket by the cliff. They will still be there tomorrow. Tomorrow you can pick them back up and work with them in the daylight. That's what tomorrow is for. Tonight, you don't have to carry them. A wave comes in below you, full and steady, and pulls back slowly. Another follows it, without rushing, without forcing anything. You feel the bench beneath you, solid and real. You feel the cool air on your face and the faint taste of salt on your lips. You feel your shoulders and you notice that they have dropped a little. Just a little. That is enough. The blue hammock is somewhere in the back of your mind now, swaying gently in the imagined warmth. Patient as it always is, ready whenever you come to it. Steady, steady. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm. Your breathing has found something closer to the rhythm of the waves. In with the arrival. Out with the retreat. There is nothing to do right now except breathe and let the sea hold the watch. The night settles deeper around you. The stars overhead are steady now, the thin cloud having moved on slowly towards somewhere further south. The waves continue below. They have been doing this long before tonight. They will keep doing this long after the morning comes. And somewhere in that, there is a kind of permission. The world does not require your worry to keep turning. The sea does not need you to stay awake to keep the rhythm. You can rest. You can actually rest. The bench is warm from your body now, and the stone wall beside you is a quiet, solid thing. The grasses near your feet move in the breeze and then go still again. Little by little, the tension in your jaw softens. Little by little, your hands loosen in your lap. The basket is still there at the edge of the overlook, holding what you placed in it. The ocean has it. For tonight at least, those things are not yours to carry. You are allowed to be just a person sitting in the dark above the sea, breathing slowly, doing nothing remarkable, and being entirely okay. Steady, steady. After a long while, you rise from the bench. Slowly, without urgency, you take the path back the way you came. The cliff on one side, the quiet dark of the land on the other. Your footsteps are softer now. The backpack, the invisible one, is almost nothing. The town reappears gradually, its warm smudge of light growing a little larger ahead of you. The stone lane, the shuttered doors, the lamp still glowing further down. You find the door of the pension. You step inside. The room is the same small room, the bag still half packed in the corner, the amber lamp still casting its quiet circle. But something in you has shifted. Not everything, not dramatically, just enough. You lie down. The mattress holds you. The pillow is cool against your cheek. Outside, the sea continues its long, patient work. Arriving, retreating, arriving again. And the basket is out there on the cliff, holding what you left in it. Still there, still held. You don't have to think about any of it now. You can simply be here in this bed, in this quiet room, in this small town above the Atlantic. The blue hammock sways somewhere at the soft edge of your awareness, easy and warm and waiting, the way it always is. Your breath is slow now, in and out. The waves below the cliffs, arriving and retreating. The stars overhead, patient and still. The worries held by the sea for the night. And you, here, resting. Steady, steady. Little by little, the night does the rest.